The urge to collect things of beauty and significance goes deep into history. Museums not only exhibit but also safeguard these art objects for future generations. Today, we feature the best museums in the world. They hold some of the largest and most important art and antiquities collections on the planet. In this video, we explore the best museums in the world. We've collected a list of the top museums in the world, so make sure to include them in your list if you're a visitor. At first in the list, number 1, Louvre. The Louvre in Paris is one of the world's largest and most visited art museums in the world. The museum opened in 1793 and is housed in the Louvre Palace, a former royal palace. The famous glass pyramid, which in the main courtyard of the Louvre Palace was added in 1989 and serves as the main entrance to the museum. Its exhibits come from such diverse origins as ancient Egypt, classical Greece and Rome, medieval Europe, and Napoleonic France. Number 2, Egyptian Museum, home to at least 120,000 items of ancient Egyptian antiquities. The Egyptian Museum in Cairo is one of the world's best museums. There are 2 main floors of the museum, the ground floor and the first floor. On the ground floor there is an extensive collection of papyrus and coins used by the ancient Egyptians. On the first floor there are artifacts from the final 2 dynasties of ancient Egypt, and also many artifacts taken from the Valley of the Kings. Number 3, Vatican Museums. Founded by Pope Julius II in the 6th century, the Vatican Museums inside the Vatican City in Rome are among the best museums in the world. The museums are most famous for the spiral staircase, the Raphael rooms, and the exquisitely decorated Sistine Chapel. Under the patronage of Pope Julius II, Michelangelo painted the chapel ceiling between 1508 and 1512. Today the ceiling, and especially the Last Judgment, are widely believed to be Michelangelo's crowning achievements in painting. Number 4, Metropolitan Museum of Art. The Metropolitan Museum of Art, also known as the Met, is an art museum located on the eastern edge of Central Park in New York City. This massive Gothic-style building, originally opened in 1872 and with numerous expansions added on over time, holds literally hundreds of rooms on its 2 floors. Containing more than 2 million works of art from across human history and around the world, covering virtually every field of art in existence. In addition to its permanent exhibitions, the Met organizes and hosts large traveling shows throughout the year. Number 5, British Museum. Established in 1753, the British Museum in London is a museum of human history and culture. Its collections, which number more than 7 million objects, are amongst the largest and most comprehensive in the world and originate from all continents, illustrating and documenting the story of human culture from its beginnings to the present. Objects include the Rosetta Stone, the key to the deciphering of hieroglyphs, and the largest collection of mummies outside of Egypt. It's one of the top destinations in London. Number 6, Uffizi Gallery. The Uffizi Gallery in Florence, Italy is one of the oldest and most famous art museums in the world. It is housed in the Palazzo degli Uffizi, which was constructed in the 16th century as the offices for the Florentine magistrates. The collections of Renaissance paintings and sculptures from classical antiquity are superb. Included is The Birth of Venus by Sandro Botticelli. There are often long lines starting even before the doors open. Number 7, Hermitage Museum. Founded in 1764 by Catherine the Great, the Hermitage Museum in St. Petersburg, Russia is a massive museum of art and culture showing the highlights of a collection of over 3 million items spanning the globe. A popular tourist attraction, the Hermitage is truly one of the best museums in the world, with an imposing setting displaying priceless works by Rembrandt, Da Vinci, Michelangelo, Rubens, and more. The collections occupy a large complex of 6 historic buildings, including the Winter Palace, a former residence of Russian emperors. Number 8. Museum of Modern Art. The Museum of Modern Art, MoMA, located in Midtown Manhattan in New York City, is often identified as the most influential museum of modern art in the world. It arguably contains the best collection of modern masterpieces worldwide, including Monet's Water Lilies, Picasso's Les Demoiselles d'Avignon, and Van Gogh's Starry Night. In addition to the artwork, one of the main draws of MoMA is the building itself. Number 9. Guggenheim Museum Bilbao. Designed by Frank Gehry, the Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao, Spain is a spectacular twisting titanium-clad modern art museum and perhaps the most celebrated building of the 1990s. The graceful, sensuous curves, evocative of the ships that used to be ubiquitous along the docks of Bilbao, are covered in titanium squares, which resemble the scales of a fish and shimmer in the sunlight. The museum features permanent and visiting exhibits of works by Spanish and international artists. At last in the list, number 10, National Palace Museum. The National Palace Museum in Taipei has the largest collection of ancient Chinese artifacts and artworks in the world. The museum was originally established as the Palace Museum in Beijing's Forbidden City in 1925, shortly after the expulsion of the last emperor of China. In the final years of the Chinese Civil War, the most prized items in the museum's collection were moved to Taiwan. By the time the items arrived in Taiwan, the Communist Army had already seized control of the Palace Museum. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite museums in the world? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below. And don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.